Most parents have no idea that one tiny daily habit shapes their child's entire future. Not flashcards, not expensive apps, not pushing them to read at 3. Something much smaller and much more powerful. Here's the good news. Raising a bright, curious, capable child isn't about genetics or money. It's about a handful of simple habits, repeated every day, and the science on this is surprisingly clear. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the one mistake most loving parents make, why it quietly holds kids back, and the 6 science backed habits that actually build a stronger brain. No guilt, no pressure, just calm, practical steps you can start tonight. Let's get into it. Let's start with the mistake, because almost all of us have made it. When we want a smart child, we reach for the obvious tools: flashcards, educational apps, drilling letters and numbers before kindergarten. We praise them. You're so smart. We fill every quiet moment with a screen that promises to teach. It feels productive. It feels like good parenting. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of it doesn't build intelligence. Some of it actively gets in the way. Passive screen time doesn't grow a young brain the way real interaction does. Drilling facts creates pressure, not curiosity, and praising kids for being smart can quietly make them afraid to fail. The mistake isn't that we don't care, we care enormously. The mistake is aiming at the wrong target, chasing the appearance of intelligence instead of the daily habits that actually build it. So, what does the science say we should do instead? That starts with understanding why these early years matter so much. Here's what's really happening inside your child in these early years. A young child's brain builds around 1 million new neural connections every second. By age 5, the brain has formed the vast majority of the connections it will use for life. This is the single biggest window of growth a human ever gets. But, and this is the part that changes everything, those connections aren't built by information. They're built by experience, by back and forth conversation, by solving small problems, by rest, play, and warm attention. Think of the brain less like a hard drive to fill and more like a garden to grow. You don't grow a garden by shouting facts at it. You grow it with the right conditions, a little every day. That's why the habits matter more than any app. The everyday moments, reading, talking, letting them try, protecting sleep, are literally what wire the brain. So let's break down exactly which habits do the most. Here are the 6. Habit 1, read together every single day. The amount of conversation and language a child hears before age 5 strongly predicts vocabulary and later school success. So read together. Point at pictures. Ask, what do you think happens next? 10 minutes a day is enough. It's the highest value habit there is. Habit 2, let them struggle. When your child is stuck on a puzzle or a tower that keeps falling, the loving instinct is to jump in, resist it. Productive struggle is how the brain builds problem solving and grit. Stay close, encourage, but let them find their way. The struggle is the learning. Habit 3, protect sleep like it's sacred. During deep sleep, the brain files away everything learned that day. A well-rested child focuses better, learns faster, and handles emotions more calmly. Same bedtime every night. Sleep isn't a break from learning, it's part of it. Habit 4, make time for real play. Unstructured, hands-on, outdoor play isn't a reward for real learning, it is real learning. Building, pretending, exploring. This is how kids develop creativity, focus, and self-control. Less screen, more sandbox. Habit 5, praise the effort, not the brains. This one is small, but powerful. Instead of, "You're so smart," try, "You worked so hard on that." Praising effort builds a growth mindset. Kids who believe ability grows with practice. They take on challenges instead of fearing them. Habit 6, have real conversations. Get down to their level, ask open questions, actually listen and respond. This back and forth, researchers call it serve and return, is one of the most powerful brain building tools we have. Put the phone down and talk. Curiosity grows in conversation. Let me show you what this looks like in a real living room. Picture a 4-year-old building a block tower. It keeps toppling. She's frustrated, close to tears. The old instinct says, build it for her, or hand her a tablet to calm down. Instead, her dad gets down to her level. That's tricky, isn't it? What could we try? He doesn't fix it. He stays close and lets her try again. The tower wobbles and holds. Her face lights up. And here's the key moment. He doesn't say, "You're so smart." He says, "You kept going even when it was hard." That's what made it work. That night, they read together for 10 minutes before a steady early bedtime. No screens, just a book, a conversation, and rest. Notice, not one of those moments cost a thing. No apps, no flashcards, just 6 small habits woven into an ordinary day. That's how a strong brain is actually built. So let's bring it all together. Raising a bright, capable child isn't about chasing smart. It's about the small things done consistently. Read together, let them struggle, protect sleep, make time for play, praise the effort, and have real conversations. You don't need money, apps, or a single flashcard. You need presence, patience, and a few good habits repeated every day. That's the whole secret. And it's completely within your reach. If this helped, hit subscribe. We post calm, science-backed parenting videos several times a week, and grab our free parenting guides in the description. There's a simple 1-page checklist of these 6 habits for your fridge. Pick just one habit to start tonight. Small habits build big minds. And in the next video, we're tackling something every parent runs into sooner or later: backtalk and disrespect. I'll show you what it really means and exactly what to say in the heat of the moment so you can stay calm without crushing the connection. You've got this. I'll see you there.